Welcome in, Pisces. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. For those of you that are new, welcome in, guys. My name's Lisa. Welcome to Say It Soul Tarot. For those of you returning, welcome back, guys. I did want to give a big shout out to those of you who have been supporting my little channel. So thank you so much. It's growing, so thank you so much for subscribing, making a comment, or liking on the video. Really does make a huge difference. So thank you so much. I really appreciate your guys' time, all of your love and energy. That's why I do these readings. So that being said, here Pisces can be your mid-month April reading, good till mid-month, end of month, but as you know, time is fluid. So if you're drawn in by the title, hopefully something resonates for you guys today. As always, general reads, just always keep that in mind. So this is going to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the sign of Pisces. So Pisces, we're going to take a look and first see how you are feeling about your person. Kind of gives you the opportunity to determine whether or not you feel like this reading is for you, if you resonate with what comes out in the cards. And that being said, then we'll take a look at your person and draw some messages at the end, look at some actions, any action happening between you and your person mid to end of April. So let's dive in here. I'm talking to a cross watcher. Feel free to swap energy sides. Same thing for you, Pisces. So spirit angels and guides, please show me how Pisces, the person on Pisces' mind, how is Pisces currently feeling about this person, this situation, what's going on. It's funny, in your pre-shuffle, that card came out, but I wasn't done my preamble, so I stopped and restarted the video. So Ten of Swords, definitely just got out of something heavy. A Lover's card coming out. Ten of Pentacles. A lot of you were married to somebody, so it looks like that has ended. All right. You definitely have somebody on your mind here, though. So this gives me the energy of you have somebody else. I feel like for a lot of you, you just either ended a long-term marriage or a long-term relationship. I feel like there is somebody that you are, hot for. You're kind of wondering in the back of your mind whether or not this could work. I feel like you're hoping for the best, but you're still feeling a little bit defensive. And this could, this could definitely be because that Nine of Wands, you need to protect yourself or from, getting hurt again. So this is definitely a painful ending. So again, I feel like for a lot of you, you're trying to kind of get your mojo back here with the Ace of Wands. So definitely I feel like you are attracted to somebody. I feel like, you're a little bit hesitant whether or not things can work long term or whether or not this is a short-term situation. Is this going to last? So I feel like for a lot of you, you basically met somebody or have had this person kind of in the wings while this divorce or end of a long-term relationship was taking place. So I feel like for a lot of you, you're kind of in the energy of okay, well, can I see the situation turning out for the best here? I feel like this person has been steady, sturdy with the Knight of Pentacles, and then we have the Devil and the Knight of Swords. So I definitely feel like for a lot of you, a lot of physical attraction between you and this person. And you might be wondering, is that all that this is or not? Can we get to a place of, can we kind of get on the same page about things? So kind of gives me the energy here of you and this person. I feel like you have a lot in common with this person. I feel like you're highly attracted to them. But can you see yourself building a life with this person? I feel like right now you're feeling a little bit unsure about that. So I feel like for the time being right now, Pisces, you're just kind of enjoying being with this person, exploring it. But again, I feel like you are kind of a little bit guarded here. So let's see how this person's feeling about you. How does this person feel about Pisces? How does this person feel about Pisces? There you are, King of Cups. I feel like this person cares deeply for you. I feel like this person brings a lot of balance to your life as well. Tell me more about this person's feelings for Pisces. This person definitely likes that there's equal give and take here, and it's very balanced, very stable. Tell me more. Justice. Oh yeah, there's another card about balance. But I feel like this person is, wondering whether or not they should like hang on to this relationship with you, whether or not they can trust you moving forward. There's a little bit of anxiety here with this person. Again, I feel like, this person really does care about you, Pisces. But I feel like they're wondering whether or not they should also, hang on to the situation. Is the situation going to change? So for some of you, if you just recently got divorced or out of a situation, like, is the situation going to change now that this has happened for you? Like, are you going to, is this person, they're thinking like, is Pisces still going to be hanging on to the past here? Or like, are we able to move forward here? Are we able to find some sort of balance? Some sort of like, are we going to be on the same page here? And I feel like, on some level, you and this person are kind of mirroring each other, because I feel like you're both kind of wondering like, can this turn into the Ten of Pentacles or not? I feel like, this person really does have a lot of admiration for you, Pisces. And again, I feel like this person sees that you have a lot of great qualities. So I feel like that's probably why this person hasn't given up on the situation with you. Like, they haven't walked away yet. But they're kind of wondering like, well, how does Pisces feel? Does Pisces want this Ten of Pentacles with me or not? Because if they don't, then, I might have to walk away, right? Or if the situation isn't going to change, if this person doesn't see some changes from you here, Pisces, then there's a good possibility that they may end things with you, especially if this person has stuck around and kind of like, been your support person or been there for you while this, ending or this demise of this past relationship was happening. So I feel like right now this person's really just observing. I feel like they don't really want to make any decisions on the situation with you right now. They're waiting to see kind of what happens. They are conflicted here. And there is a sense of, this person not either getting what they wanted in the past from you or feeling rejected on some level. So kind of gives me, I feel like this person definitely may have a few issues around, feeling abandoned, not getting what they want normally in a relationship. I feel like, this person's been working through that, like the illusion of that, working on themselves. I see the Three of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, Five of Wands, Nine of Swords, really trying to get out of their way here of themselves and just kind of like work on their own healing on their own. So I feel like this person, I like this person. I feel like this person is aware of, what they bring to relationship, the things that their shortcomings are, and that they're, willing to work on those, or they have been working on those behind the scenes, which I do like. But let's see here. Is Pisces, is this person going to take any action towards Pisces mid-month, April to the end of April? Is this person going to take any action towards Pisces? So we have the Seven of Wands coming out, Page of Swords, Nine of Wands, and the Hierophant. All right, so the obstacles that were in the past between you and this person are now being removed, especially if you were in some other connection or, in the middle of getting divorced here, Pisces, or in the middle of, trying to decide what direction you want to go in. So this person really wants to know whether or not is this going to turn into a long-term commitment with you or not. So there's definitely could be, now that that obstacle is removed. So for some of you, if you were in the middle of getting divorced or, separated or whatever the situation might be, whatever you were putting an end to in the past, so that's going to be different for each of you. now that that obstacle is removed, like, is there going to be some sort of growth here from, being inconsistent or being in and out or being off and on or being to something more stable? This is really all about stability. So this person wants to know, now that this obstacle's been removed, Pisces, like, what direction are we moving in? So I expect to hear from this person or have a conversation around, growth in this relationship with this person. That's really what they're wanting to know. Is the situation going to grow or is it not? Now that these obstacles are removed, can I expect, is it, reasonable to have different expectations now? Are you moving into something that's more committed or not? So, we have the Devil and the Knight of Pentacles on the bottom. So this person, I feel like, does have some fears around that. The Devil can really talk about fears, so I don't know, maybe you've been hoping not to have this conversation, Pisces, on some level. And it might be hard for you if you just actually got out of something long term, like if you did just, end a long term relationship and or a marriage. So it's kind of like jumping in from, what do they say? How's that saying go? The frying pan to the fire, or whatever it is, the fire to the, yeah, I think it's the, let me know down below. Anywho, so be prepared to have a conversation around that mid to end of April about where things are moving. So let's see if you're going to take any action. Is Pisces going to take any action towards this person, Spirit? Actions in Pisces. So we have the Page of Pentacles, which is an offer in the 3D, some kind. Two of Swords. All right, that's a lot of cards here. All right, this gives me the energy here of you saying, Pisces. So if this person is asking you, hey, Pisces, is this going to be, are we moving to, now that all these obstacles are removed, are we moving to something that's more long-term? I feel like for you, you're going to be like showing up here as the Page. So I feel like right now, I feel like you're like, this is the best I can do right now. And I feel like for a lot of you, with the King of Wands and the King of Swords, it's like, I feel like it's not wise. I feel like you're not really wanting to make a full-on commitment to anything right now because you're still kind of like processing what you went through here. I feel like for a lot of you, you have a lot of passion for this person. There's a lot of physical attraction coming out in these cards. Ace of Wands, the Knight of Wands, King of Wands. Definitely could be dealing with a fire sign or somebody who has fire in their chart. And like we saw in your feelings here, I feel like you are still kind of protecting yourself and trying to kind of just go with the flow and see where things go. I feel like this person, though, is, if they have been waiting around for you on some level, they're tired of waiting. So either we're moving and growing this relationship or and it's moving into a higher level commitment. I feel like your response to that is like, right now, this is all I can give. I do have a lot of passion, but right now I don't know what the future holds. So I can't, I don't really want to be forced into making a decision right at this moment. So, but I feel like with the Magician card here showing up at the end, that's the last card here in your actions. I feel like you are realizing that this person is everything that you want. I just feel like maybe you haven't had enough time to kind of like process your feelings about, whatever it is that you're coming out of or needing to work through. So I feel like you haven't really done the healing that you need in order to like offer this long-term commitment here. So, but I feel like on some level here, that, this person really does embody everything that is important, or everything that you're wanting, or everything that you see in a partner. So I feel like at the end of the day here, I don't feel like you really want to lose this person. Yeah. So I feel like right now, or mid to end of April, you are going to be feeling a little bit stressed here, like not wanting to deal with any, drama or heartache here. So you definitely might be saying to this person, you know, I can't answer that right now. And if that's not, that's not good enough for the time being, then maybe you need to, explore other options, is really what I'm getting. Yeah, because I feel like you're not really sure about, what direction you want to move in. And I feel like you don't want to make like a rash decision. Does that make sense? So I feel like if this person puts a lot of pressure on you, I feel like it's not going to be um, well received. Let's put it like that. I don't feel like it's going to be well received. I feel like you need some time here. So I don't know, if you really want this person still in your life, Pisces, or not really wanting to let them go, then I think the wise decision would be to try and get this person to see your perspective and explain really how you feel, you know, and I feel like hope that they understand and can give you the time that you need, I feel like, to get there, because I feel like you're not there yet. I feel like you're not there yet. Like you're just not ready yet. So I feel like, just being honest with this person, I feel like is the best advice I can give you here to kind of avoid a tower moment in this situation with this person, especially if you want this person to still be in your life and you still want to explore this, which I feel like you do. So I feel like those are important things that you need to say to this person, Pisces. If you want to, see where things go, or you need some time, I feel like you just need to be really honest about that. And then see what, see what comes of that, I guess. So let's get some messages here. Some things you may not know. Messages from this person to Pisces, please. Messages to Pisces. Something Pisces may not know about this situation, this person. All right, we have, I left when I saw you with someone. I'm afraid to contact you. Anything else for Pisces? I wish I could take back my words, and sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. I don't know, you know what I feel, Pisces? I feel like I feel like this is somebody else. I don't even feel like this is your person. I feel like yeah, I feel like this is someone else. I don't feel like this is your person's feelings. So I don't know, you might have somebody from the past who's been like watching you, or um like watching your social media. Yeah, I did definitely 100%. I don't feel like this is the person that you're interested in. I feel like this is somebody else from the past. Interesting. I don't say that very often, but that's really what I'm getting. So take it how it resonates. For some of you, maybe these messages do resonate. For others of you, if they don't, then I definitely feel like this could be somebody else that either you dated, or somebody that still is holding a torch here for you. Interesting. All right, guys, I'm going to end your reading here. Hopefully it made sense. If it did resonate, if you could let me know by hitting the like button, I'd really appreciate that. As always, if you are interested in a personal read, feel free to reach out to me. It's just sayitsoultarot@gmail.com. The email is in the description box of this video. As always, if you could let me know by hitting the like button and or feel like you'd like to subscribe to my channel, feel free to do so. Just make sure you hit the notifications bell so you know when I have new content out. And I'll see you guys again. Take care, guys.